When we're looking at a set of data or numbers, often we're interested in where the center of that data is. That center is often called the average, and there's actually several ways to find an average depending on the context. One of the most common averages we think of is the average called the mean. The mean is what we get if all the values were evenly split up. In other words, if we took everything that we had and split it up equally between all the people, every person would get an average. And the way we calculate an average is we add all the values and divide by the number of values. So for example, if I had the numbers 14, 23, 15, 19, and 17, and I wanted to find the average, we could add up all the values, 14 plus 23 plus 15 plus 19 plus 17. Add them all up, and I get 88. And then I take that 88, and I'm going to divide it by the number of values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 88 divided by 5 is 17.6. And so the average of these 5 numbers is 17.6. We can use this concept of what an average is if all of them were evenly split up and had the same amount to help us find out what might be needed to achieve a certain average. For example, if I have 4 test scores in a class, and those test scores are 87, 93, 81, and 98. And I want to know what is needed on the 5th test to have an average of 90. Well, I know an average of 90 would mean all the test score points evenly split up between the 5 tests would be 90 points per test. So if they're all divided evenly at 90 points each for 5 tests, multiplying that tells me there needs to be a total of 450 points earned on all of the tests. Well, how much have I earned so far? Well, I've got the 87, the 93, the 81, and the 98. Adding that all together should give me 359 points earned so far. So how many points do I need in order to get that 450 points that if they were evenly split between the 5 tests, it would be a 90 average? Well, we take that 450 points we need, subtract the 359 points we have, and you end up with 91 points are needed on the last test to make an overall average of 90. Because then we'd have a total of 450 points that could be divided up evenly with an average of 90 points on all 5 tests.